Welcome all of you. Now we are going to discuss primate city. What is the definition of the primate city and what are the criteria to identify primate city? Now we are going to start discussion about the primate city. First of all, the law of primate city was put forwarded by the geographer Mark Jefferson in 1939. He identified basically this law on the basis of survey of near about 51 countries, and out of that 51 countries, in 46 countries, he found a primate city. Hence, he put forwarded this concept, which you called as a primate city, on the basis of empirical observations of 51 countries. According to him, a primate city is at least twice as large as the next largest city. And if it is more than twice, then it is very significant one or very dominant city. We are easily identify that city. Therefore, a primate city is number one city in its country in most of the aspects, like it is number one in politics, economy, media, culture, and universities. Means most of the dimensions are very dominant one in that city, which you call as a primate city, and which is the number one city. Another important thing is that a primate city is the largest city in its country or a region, which is disproportionately larger than any others in the urban hierarchy. A primate city distribution is the rank size distribution, means on the basis of the rank, we identify the primacy of the city. One very large city with many much smaller cities and towns, and no intermediate sized urban centers are there. Primate city in the country was appeared due to an imbalance in the development. It is because of usually a progressive core and a lagging periphery on which the city depends for labor and other resources. So generally, that lagging periphery provides resources to the city center, and that's why the such a cities which were already developed they attract labor and other resources towards its center, and that's why the periphery remain backward. So in case of the primate city, number of the traditional workers have been reduced because of the mechanization in the manufacturing industry, agriculture, and other blue collar industries, which are generally located throughout all the country. That's why most important thing when we try to identify the primate city is that generally the traditional workers have been reduced. On the contrary, the number of the educated employees in the service business, such as politics, economy, culture, media, and higher education, has been rising. And those sectors are often located in the capital, where the power and money is concentrated. So this is the base of the primate city. When we try to identify the primate city, these are the factors which were influenced in the formation of the primate city. So first, most important thing that we have to consider is small territory. If the country have a dominant city with a small territory, this dominant city is act as a center for number of the activities and the functions. That's why most of the people resources were attracted towards that dominant city and primacy is created. Then second most important thing is colonial history. A country is having a recent colonial history or a very short history of the urbanization generally have primate cities. Besides that, high dependency on the agriculture is also one of the cause behind the formation of the primate city. One of the reason in the formation of the primate city is low per capita income in surrounding areas or the peripheral areas. That's why most of the people, for the better employment opportunity purpose, they migrated towards the dominant city and they get benefit. Besides that, investment is also attracted towards that dominant city, and even trade is also concentrated at the dominant city. And as like that, the primate city is created in a country. The high population growth is also one of the reason. And if the country is unable to manage that high population growth, then poverty is there, unemployment is there, underemployment is there. So to get better opportunities, again, there is a concentration of the population at the primate city, and even money and opportunities were found at the primate city. That's why there is a formation of one big or large center, which you call as a primate city, which attract number of the activities, functions from the surrounding areas. So these are the basic factors which are behind the formation of the primate city. Now we are going to discuss few examples of the primate city in the world, and in brief, what are the reasons behind the formation of that primate city. So first of all, the United Kingdom has London as its primate city with near about 7 million of the population, while the second largest city, Birmingham, is the home to mere 1 million people. There is a difference of 6 million in between the London and Birmingham. So that's why here London is the primate city. As like that, New York, Budapest, Dublin, and Vienna have also been described as a primate cities because they have the population larger than the twice as compared to their second largest city. The Paris with 9.6 million population is definitely focus of the France as compared to the population of the second largest city, which is 1.3 million. Even the Mexico City with 8.6 million population is became a center and the primate city as compared to its second largest city. One of the considerable thing is that when we look at the Bangkok is the most primate city on the earth as compared to the Thailand, which is its second largest city. So when we compare Thailand with the Bangkok has population near about 7.5 million, and Thailand has population of 4 lakh and 81,000. So as compared to the Thailand, Bangkok is being a 40 times larger. So that's why it is the most primate city on the earth. Besides that, another noticeable example of a primate city was the Costa Rica, which has a population 40 times that of the country's second largest city. Even Tokyo in Japan is also one of the good example when we try to identify the primate city. In case of India, when we look at the primacy, India have agriculture characteristics, colonial history, high population growth. There are four cities which are comparable in size, and no one is the primate city. The large territorial context of the country and diversity in the economy and culture, that's why there is no single city which act as a effective center for all its economic, social, political, and historical activities. That's why there is a creation of four centers or multiplicity of the primacy is there. These are the few criticisms that were associated with the law of the primate city. Although he observed primacy in 46 countries out of the 51 countries, but it is still not that much applicable or universally valid concept. According to his theory, most of the countries which having the smaller territory, they create a primacy. But in reality, it is not observed. Most of the countries with the small territory, they also have the primate city. But beside that, the countries with the larger territory also have the primate city. For example, China, Russia, France, all are with the larger territory, but still there is a primacy. Besides that, not all developing countries have primate cities. Even in case of the India, at the national level, there is no primate city, but most of the states they have the state capitals as their primate cities. For example, in case of the Maharashtra, we have the Mumbai as a primate city. Some of the largest states of the India, like UP, MP, Bihar, despite their territorial extent, do not have primacy. This is mostly indicative of general lack of the development across the entire state territory. So if a single city is not that much developed even in the state, then there is a lack of the primacy. In South India, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh are slowly witnessing gradual erosion of the primate city. In these states, there is a better speed of the development beyond the state capital. Maharashtra and Karnataka are only two peninsular states that have very high primacy. Kerala does not have primacy because of its narrow coastal stretch, where all the coastal locations have been successful in developing parallelly. The northeast states have high primacy in the state capitals because of lack of development except for state capital location.